segment that's called That's More Like It moment.
Okay.
And I want you to share, it can be a little or a big accomplishment or thing that you did or something you learned that you're like proud of yourself for and that we should like be proud of you for. It can literally be like, I made my bed, or it can be like, I made $1 million. Or,
Oh,
you know.
I moved to Denver.
How do you like it?
There's like, I'm still getting used to it. Like I haven't like acclimated yet. So far I hate it, but I think I'll like it in a minute.
It's like, fine. It sucks. It's the worst. I'm
just like so positive.
Wait, why is it just like because it's a change? Like why you're like, I don't know how I feel about Denver.
It's like everything that I took for granted about Utah. I'm like, you know how everybody
like,
goes,
Utah sucks. And
Yeah.
you leave and you're like, actually, it wasn't that bad.
yeah, I was totally like the emo about Utah. Like, I hate Utah. As soon as I can, and me as a teenager, like, as soon as I can get out of Utah, I'm getting out of Utah. Everybody here is the same, and the culture's so bad.
Everyone's
and then
blonde.
I moved.
That's okay.
Everybody's Monica Moore Smith.
Pretty much.
Just kidding.
Like
But
smaller thighs, but other than that.
Oh my gosh. Other than that, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was just emo about Utah. I was like, I need to get out of here, explore the world. And I've moved.
I feel like people here, it's like you're kind of conditioned to like feel that way because that's what everyone says. And you're like, yeah, like, and then you like go other places and you're like, okay, well, you see it in a more balanced way anyways. It's not perfect.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the second I moved out, I was like, well, for one, I miss, like, how tight Salt Lake is. Like, you can always know where you're going. You can get around. It's very safe. Like, I always say this. I'm like, I love that you can walk around Salt Lake at 1 a.m. And I have done this. Walk around Salt Lake at 1 a.m. in, like, bright neon pink platform heels and a mini skirt and feel completely safe.
Wow.
Maybe it's just me, but like I miss that about Salt Lake. It's so safe. It feels like a playground. It feels like an adult playground. Like I love it.
I definitely like there's times I'm like, oh no, I'm so scared to go in this one place in Salt Lake. And then I go anywhere else in any other big city and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was
Actually,
I can't even go for a walk in the daylight alone.
Yeah.
So like that's a change for me. And then just like not knowing where I am is so strange because I've never left Utah. It's like I've never left Utah, so I just have only grown up like knowing where I am all the time, being so familiar with everything, and I'm like, oh, this is strange, but it'll be good for me.
Yeah,
I know that.
It's a growing moment.
I don't know anybody there, so that's been weird as well. So, I mean,
why did you choose Denver then? What was not insulting Denver? I was just kind of like random.
I do like it because it's sunny, but that's not why I chose it. My boyfriend got a job, and so
boyfriend. Is that like on the low, or is that like you talk about it?
I talk about it.
How long have you guys been
I don't
together?
like vlog him or whatever. I don't like post him a ton.
It's not your whole personality to have a boyfriend.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a little bit
good.
quiet about it. Like I'm protecting my peace. Yeah. Would you call it that? I don't know. But we've been together for like 2 years, and so yeah, thank you. So he has he's in the aviation industry, and the kind of job he's looking for is very hard to get. So basically, since I have a job that can be remote, I was like, when you get something, just take it and we'll go.
Oh, that's super supportive. That's really nice. He's lucky.
He's supportive of me just as much. So it was like, he got it and we're like, well, I think he moved like a month after, 2 weeks. It was a quick turnaround. He moved quickly after he got it. And I was like, moved a couple weeks later. And I was like, this is what we're doing.
Wow.
Okay.
Were you always planning to move out with him when he moved, or were you going to do long distance? Because you said he moved out first.
No, we're at the point where it's like long distance is like, I was like, I don't have too much holding me here. Like, it's not like my boss is so nice, and he like kind of knew that would happen one day. So I like have always been like, is this good? Is this good? And he's like totally supportive of it. So like,
that's awesome.
I knew I was in a position where I totally could up and leave. So that was great. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for something new, but definitely if you're a Utah girly that's going through that emo phase, like think about the things you take for granted because not everywhere has a soda shop on every corner.
I was going to say soda shops.
Yes, cookies.
Cookies in the soda shops.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. Safety.
That's good.
Not getting
the fresh air.
As much.
Well, I guess it's not fresh air here, but if you go up into like
pretty bad.
Yeah, the inversion's bad. But if you go up to like a mountain, you're like,
we have mountains. We have great hiking.
Very good views. Very good views.
The red rocks are gorgeous.
Yeah.
We have, nature-wise, it's really great.
Yeah, and honestly, Salt Lake City is like hopping. I freaking love Salt Lake City. I love Salt Lake City. If I can, I would move back into Salt Lake City, but not into a suburb of Utah.
Provo? I lived there once.
That's so gross. Great. Why is the whole town... You know what I say Provo reminds me of? It reminds me of when it's winter and the snow gets like browned and slushy. That's Provo to me.
It's leftovers.
It's like musty,
tainted.
It's musty, salted, dirty footprints.
Just like all the boys with Axe and Voss, and you can smell
it's like everything in Provo is covered in that like dirty, salted snow.
It's flavor. You're like, yeah, sure, no.
Why are you defending it? Sorry,
well, I'm not.
Monica's like 90% of my audience is in Provo. Please
I can't totally. But the thing is, too, everyone that lives in Provo dishes on Provo.
Oh, that's funny.
I've never met someone that's like, I love living in Provo. Everyone I met there is like, the only reason I live here is because we got a really good offer on a house, or like so and so works in this place, but like we really want to move. We just can't wait to move. I don't know anyone that's like, I just can't wait to move to Provo, the land of dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think people are okay with hating on it.
Okay. But there is a lot to do. Like
It's like
it's a little play town set up for getting married.
It really, it works.
It's kind of nightmarish.
It doesn't last, but it works. You go to the Museum of Art at BYU, you see some stuff, and then you're like, this is it. The temple's right there. Let's get some soda.
I remember going through Provo once because I really never went in my childhood. So I went.
Really?
It's like
you
my
lived
first
in
year.
Utah? You didn't like...
No, why would you?
Like walk downtown Provo? That's like the thing everyone... I don't know.
No. Just kidding. I feel like if you live in Davis County, you don't want to move. Like nobody in Davis County wants to drive more than 15 minutes. Like if you ask somebody in Davis County, like, oh, let's go to Salt Lake, they'll be like, but that's a 25-minute drive.
People like that, it boggles my mind when people are like, 10 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm
but
like, I
grew
Salt
up
Lake all the
doing
time.
like
I'm like,
acting,
that's really close.
Like with acting in Utah, they're like, can you be here? It's a 5-hour commute. And you're like, oh, yeah.
Give me a small gas stipend, sure.
Yeah. Well, we're filming in St. George, Utah, and your gas stipend is $40.
Yeah.
You're crying.
You get good mileage. You're like, yeah, but like it's really good exposure, so I guess I'll do it. Or like it'd usually be like a location they could have gotten closer, but they just didn't.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not even like filming in like the Red Rocks. It's just like a random indoor building, but it's in St. George. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm used to the driving.
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
You're used to the driving.
I just think people are wimps when they're like 10 minutes.
They're like 20 minutes.
Like you spend longer on TikTok on the toilet. Like you'll be fine. It's okay.
That is so funny. Provo. It's like a creepy town. I remember walking through it and I'm like, there is so much to do. This would be the perfect date location. And then the next door down, I'm like, and there's a cute little wedding dress shop. And there's a florist. And there's a bakery. And those cakes are gorgeous. And then I walk there and I'm like, there's the temple. I'm like, they walked us through it. It's set up like a board game. It's set up like life.
And you're like,
oh my gosh,
I've already made it. And
yeah,
I passed go. I collected 200.
Yes, I look at my platonic friend next to me and go, we could do it. We could do it. You'll do. It'll work. We'll make it happen.
This was a Titan Media Collective production.